Welcome back to a new video, everyone. So the first thing on the agenda is to do cold calling. So I've got about an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15 minutes to do that before it turns to 5 o'clock, and then I can't cold call because people aren't at work or don't want to take calls, etc. So let's smash out a few cold calls now together.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for...
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Your call has been forwarded to voice and reason for calling. I'll see if this person is available.
Michael and availability.
Thanks, Michael. Please stay on the line.
Hello.
Afternoon, John. It's Michael here. Sorry.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Yeah, okay, perfect. It's Michael here, John. I was just giving you a quick call to see if you could handle like 5 to 10 quote requests in the next month at all.
Michael from who?
I'm calling from a company called the Rise Up Agency, and we're looking to help you do just that. What do you reckon to that idea?
You have to tell me what you're actually after.
So we're looking...
You're looking to provide me with work, you're looking to provide me with labour.
So what we were looking to do was get you 5 to 10 quote requests in the next 30 days for you.
Yeah, couldn't do it, couldn't touch it.
Okay, you're that busy?
Yeah, couldn't touch it.
Okay. How far in the future are you looking booked out?
Oh, about 18 months.
Good afternoon, Mike. It's Michael here. I was giving you a call to see if you could handle like 5 to 10 quote requests in the next month at all.
Not a chance, I'm sorry.
No problem. How far are you looking to be booked up in the future then?
Realistically now would be probably August/September.
Okay. Is that where you're looking to get to, or would you like us to see if we can push you further beyond that?
No, I've got work to that point. I understand now what you do. I don't think you can help me, to be honest, for what I need.
No. Okay. All right. No problem. If you're looking to expand beyond that time, then I think we may be able to help you. If not, no problem. But just let me know. Would you want to be booked past August and September for more predictable kind of work?
No, I'll put you exactly in the situation. I'm now 67. I'm trying to retire.
Okay.
So I'm not really looking for any form of expansion, to be honest. I'm looking to try and shut down if I can, to be honest.
Okay. So the new book I'm on is Alan Sugar's What You See Is What You Get. And so just finished up with the cold calling session as well, and I actually managed to book 2 meetings today, so it was pretty successful. Booking 2 meetings is not something that happens that often when I do start cold calling, so an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 10 minutes to book 2 meetings is actually quite good for the results I've seen so far. So what I'm going to do now is get a hot chocolate, then I'm going to film a short form video, edit that short form video and carry on with the rest of the evening, so let me bring you along with me.
Wake up in the morning light, coffee cup.
Okay then everyone, so now that I'm all finished up with the exercise and everything like that, I wanted to take this time and this moment to share with you the plan for trying to grow the business, the things that I want to do this year, and a few updates that have happened in the past as well. So starting with how are we going to grow the business, try and grow the company that I'm trying to run at the moment. And the plan is honestly still the same, do as much outreach as possible. But the only thing I want to change is networking. That's the thing I've mentioned a few times before on this channel, probably in the past 5 or 6 videos. I've mentioned that I want to do networking and talk to more business owners, get out there, do more things, meet up with them, go to their offices, do presentations and that kind of thing. And so what's the plan to achieve that goal? Is that I'm going to try my best to attend networking events. So any networking event that I see come up, I'm going to try and put my name in, sign a form, whatever, and go to the place. Maybe bring you along with me if that's something you're allowed to do. I don't know if you're allowed to bring cameras in there or not. And so I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, I had a video call with a business owner trying to see if we want to work together. He's still got to think about it. He's got to share it with 3 other employees. So we've got a few other people that we need to wait on a decision for. But I did say to him, because he's fairly local to me, that I'm more than happy to go actually into the office and provide a presentation on what it is we do, how we can help them, all the benefits it brings and all that kind of stuff. So if he accepts that, if he actually wants me to go into the office, that could be a really great opportunity to do one of my goals this year, which is networking. And so that's kind of the first news, the first story. I might be bringing you along with me with networking, with all that kind of idea, meeting people, trying to go out there, do all of these things that I want to do, and networking is a big goal of mine this year. And then the second thing is I have booked a video call for tomorrow and Friday, so hopefully I'll get some footage and record one of them and blur out the relevant bits, whether it's about private stuff we can't talk about, share online, whether it's to do with the business, etc, etc. Then that's something that I'll hopefully upload to YouTube. Let me know if you want to see that video. Would you like to see just a potential client video call, a sales call, trying to get them on board call, whatever you want to call it? If you'd like to see that, just let me know that as well, and I'll try my hardest to record that and do the best that I can for that video without, giving away too much information about the business, etc, because it is private and I can't really share that before I start working with it, and definitely before I start asking them if I can talk about it online or share recordings of it online, to keep the trust there, to keep, the privacy there, because the last thing you want is a business owner coming onto YouTube, seeing your video pop up and have just got all their business details leaked. And I wouldn't want that either, so that's why I'm respecting their privacy by not sharing it on here if I was to share the video call with you. So that's the second bit of news. The third bit of news is that I had an email yesterday or 2 days ago from the person I was going to have that potential client meet up with. And I haven't heard from him in about 3 months. And he emailed me about 2 days ago saying that he doesn't want to do the meetup anymore. So I sent back an email saying, well, would it be worth just doing it for some content? Because he was trying to do photography. So if I do some photography things and get some content of his photography for some behind the scenes footage or for social media, for however he wants to try and promote his business, then would it be worth doing that? And maybe we could get some footage for the YouTube, for the social media, rather than me standing and having tripod or me holding the camera. If you got like a third person view, maybe you might enjoy that more. Would you enjoy that more? Let me know. But that was my thinking, and I haven't heard back from him, so I presume that that's a no. But I think that'd be a great opportunity once again to do more networking. So that's everything in terms of the updates and the news. But what I wanted to speak to you about now is that the businesses, I just feel like there's not enough traction. And I know that seems really obvious because we don't have any clients or any potential clients on board. After my potential client shutting down his business less than 2 weeks ago, and so we don't have any potential clients, any clients on board, but it just feels like the business isn't, I'm not too sure how to put it. I know there's no traction because we don't have any of the things that we're looking to have, like clients, potential clients, etc. But when I start cold calling, there's no one's trying to be interested. I did book 2 sales calls today, which is great, but I just feel like I should be, having at least 3 sales calls every single day. And I'm lucky to get 2 a week, 3 a week. And so that's what I mean by there's no traction. It just feels like there should be a lot more things going on when there isn't, and that's the whole point of the networking. So if I see any networking, I'm going to search tonight for networking events. Let me add it now to my to-do list. So let me go on here, networking events. There we are. So I've just added it to my to-do list, so I'll be doing that tonight. Be looking at networking events and any things I see come up, maybe meeting businesses in real life, in real person. They might see more value in it, and maybe I'll be able to put it across to them in a way that they can't just hang up the phone on me, if you see what I mean. So maybe they'll show an active interest, maybe they will actually want to work with me if I explain all of the things that is possible with running ads, with trying to grow their business, with funnels, ads, campaigns, all the stuff, you name it, with all that stuff. So that is the networking whole idea covered. And I'm not going to procrastinate on it because I talk about taking action on this channel all the time, and I'm going to follow my own word. So I'm going to tonight see if there's any networking events. If there is, I'll try and sign myself up for one, if I have the time, if it's not in the middle of school, etc., etc. And so maybe I'll bring you along with me if they allow the cameras. If they don't, then obviously I can't. But that is about the size of the update in the business for now. So what I'm going to do is get onto my laptop, edit that short form video, then I'll show you the short form video, and then I will close the video with another message. So I've just finished editing the short form video, so here's the final result. Now I want your honest opinion on this, but it is so easy to tell when a business owner actually cares and when they don't. When you're hopping onto a video call or when you're even taking a cold call, you can tell if the business owner wants to grow their business, if they're passionate about it and they actually care about the customer service and the satisfaction that comes alongside with that. And I think it's a real shame when you cold call people or take sales calls and you can tell that it's just not something they're bothered about. They don't want to take it further, and I do think that's a real shame. But I think the main reason why that is because they've been doing it for so long and they've gotten bored of it. And I think all business owners need that thing to spark that passion, spark that life back into them. I think that's what's missing, and there's only one person that can do that. It's only themselves. They have to want to care about it and have to want to see this new opportunity in their own business that they've been running for the past 20 years or the past 30 years. They have to see the opportunity there, and that is where the new passion, the new growth and everything will come along and happen. If you find yourself in that situation, just imagine and see the opportunity that does lie ahead of you and watch your business take on a whole new form of life. Would you agree with that or not? So to finish the video off before you click off, I just wanted to talk on the topic of motivation. And the equation I always talk about is discipline over motivation plus hard work. And that's going to get you further towards where you want to get to more than anything really. But the secret ingredient is that you have to add passion into it. So I think I'm going to change that equation to discipline over motivation plus passion plus hard work. And that is the way you grow. That's the way you get better. Maybe you won't see the results immediately. Maybe you'll have to do a year of work, a year of exercise, or a year of business work, or a year of Instagram work, or whatever it is you're trying to do. A year of all these things. And that's why motivation, you should always put discipline over it. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, because there's so many people that rely on motivation. They rely on this burst of energy when they feel like it, when they think it's the right moment, and all of these kinds of things that, you know, they're told from a young age. But look at it objectively. Look at it in the way that it is. If you do something more often than someone else, you should be better at it than them. And so when you're thinking about trying to grow, trying to get better, the more you do it, the better you'll get. Rather than waiting for the perfect moment or the sudden burst of energy, think about, is that going to get you further towards where you want to get to if you do it more often or not? And if the answer is yes, then that is very clearly something you should be doing and something you should stop procrastinating about and stop putting off. Stop relying for the sudden burst of energy. Always put the discipline, always work at it, put the hours in, do hours and hours and stack the days and do all of these things that you see and hear online. But it is really important that you remember to always put the discipline over the motivation, because you'll start something one day and then the next day you probably won't feel like it. You'll think, well, I did it yesterday, I did enough yesterday to get me by for today. That already counts for the next day. But do it again the next day, and again the next day, and again the next day. It's all about putting in the hours, the dedication, and not letting anything stop you from putting in those hours and those dedication. If it means you have to sacrifice some time you'd be sleeping, or some time you'd be, I don't know, eating. Maybe you normally take like an hour and a half to eat dinner because you sit down, you watch a movie or something like that. Then sacrifice those times. And the quote at the top of this channel is, you have to sacrifice for your goals. If not, your goals become the sacrifice. And that's all about making sure you're putting in the commitment, the daily habits. And that's the second point I wanted to get into. You need to build habits that get towards your goals. It's not about, if I do this thing, it's going to get me towards my goal straight away and that's it. You need to put habits in every single day, and you do these every single day to get further towards where you want to get to. It's the habits that achieve the goals. It's not the single action you're doing in the moment that's going to achieve the goal. And maybe there's things for sure, like taking sales calls, that if you sign the call, then start working with people, and maybe you get paid from that. Then that is obviously a thing where you take the action and you get the payment. But I'm talking about all the things that led up to that sales call. You have to be a better salesman. You have to be someone who knows what they're doing when trying to run these ads or trying to provide your service for someone. So it's all the compounding things that come up to the moments that just feel like, well, I took a sales call and I closed it and I got paid. But there's so many things that led up to that you had to understand, you have to prepare for to get to that point. And that's all about building habits, stacking habits, becoming better, whether it's better at sales, better at business, better at running your service, better at exercising daily, better at eating better daily. It can literally be applied to any walk of life, anything you're trying to be better at, improve at, and become a better person in. The same principle can be applied, that you need to put in the daily habits, because the habits are what achieve the goals. It's not the actions you take that achieve the goals straight away. And sure, the actions over time, they're going to build up, you're going to get better at all of these things, and they will lead to you getting towards your goals for sure. But I'm talking about when you first start out, when you're first thinking about doing sales calls, doing cold calls. You're not going to be perfect first time round. That is the most important part to understand, because when you understand that, you know that you need to improve. If you think your cold calling script just doesn't work and you give up on cold calling because cold calling doesn't work, it's because the way you're approaching the cold calls don't work, not because cold calls don't work. And that's all about iterating, improving, putting in the discipline every single day to try and see what works, see what doesn't work. What do people respond well to? What makes them laugh over the phone? What makes them drop their guard so you can talk to them more easily in a more efficient way? These are all things I'm still trying to figure out and trying to get better at. So don't hesitate to understand that when you start, you are not going to be the best. You're going to have to improve, you're going to have to get better, have to learn what's working, what's not working. But that also comes with the discipline of doing it, and not doing it once a week and thinking, yeah, I'm really trying to get towards my goals. It's all about doing it constantly, all the time, and trying to get better at it. And it really can be applied to anything. Instagram accounts, trying to get better at sales, business, all of these things that I talk about and ramble on about every single video on this channel. That's the things that are going to get you there. And I know we talk about it all the time, but taking action, doing the things you need to do, is the best way to become a better person. When you become a better person, you become the person who can, and if you're the person who can, then you will. Whether that's achieve a certain goal, whether that's get a better, healthier body, eat cleaner, make more sales, take more sales calls, book more sales calls. It can literally be applied to anything, but understand the fundamentals, the things that you need to do first. And those are the things I'm still looking to understand first properly, so that if I do start to gain some traction and do all these things, which I'm still trying to do, then I understand where it's all come from. I understand how to do the sales, how to provide the service really, really well. Make sure our client satisfaction is the best it possibly can be. And that all ties into the equation of discipline over motivation, plus passion, plus hard work. And that will get you further than you could ever imagine in 3 months, 6 months. Maybe you won't see the results from it, but you will become a better person, and in that you will notice a significant change in yourself. So with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. Remember to take it one step at a time, and I will catch you in the next one.